lights come up, countdown rolling on the screen. Jen's got notes stacked up, color-coded clean. She's early, she's ready, coffee in her hand. Knows the rundown, knows the plan. Text rolls in like, wait, what day is this? Scrolling through his phone like he missed the memo list.
All right, I had to get at least to that point because, Jen, what did Tex say to you when he got on right before the show went live?
What are we talking about today?
My favorite part is the first time Tex Hooper heard our theme song and said, wait a second, that makes fun of me.
Yeah.
Does not make fun of you. And I will say,
I expect nothing less.
I was going to say, how is that different than any other hour of any other day?
I was more commenting on, I think the first time I heard it, I wasn't quite paying attention. The second time I heard it, I was like,
hey, proving my point. You're like, oh,
exactly. Right.
Yeah. You know, hey, come on. I got a lot going in here.
I will say, Tex, though, you are a good example. And I talk all the time, like, we should laugh at ourselves. It's one of the greatest attributes a person can have. You do it better than anyone else. We all need to strive to be better. But I was sharing with Soothing on This Week in Bo Battle, Twib, is that I was talking to Big Rob about the flash sale during the Frenchie Cheryl Miller interview. And I know where the button was going to pop up for the flash sale, for the double mega, for the hobby. And so I started tapping right below it. And Rob goes like, yeah, I started swiping right below. And he was able to get one, but his phone died. He wasn't able to get a second one. But I'm like, wait, swipe. And I'm like, wait, we're supposed to swipe that? I literally for years have been buying stuff on Whatnot and it never works. I always have to hit the custom button. And then I go in and I do a custom because that's the only way it's working. I'm like, why does it not work? And he's like,
you're making fun of me?
No, I'm making fun of myself, Tex, and please don't make it harder than it has to be. But he says there's arrows on it. He's like, what do you think the arrows are for? I'm like here, hit this, hit this button. What do you think? I'm some 20-year-old like on a dating app or something? I don't know what.
Arrows are hard to discern.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Well, why don't you just swipe instead of like swipe right? Why doesn't it say that?
I think it does say swipe.
It does not. It does not. Nope. Soothing went in to take a look at it. Okay. In fact, he's like, let me take. In fact, it was so foreign to him. He's like, let me take a look at this. So, Tex, you're not the only one. I'm trying to make fun of myself. Like, yeah, for years I have not been able to be quick on Whatnot, and now I know why. I'm like, it takes so much time to go and do the custom.
I appreciate you making fun of yourself, but I like it much better when I make fun of you.
Yeah, it's not quite the same when you do it to yourself. It doesn't hit the same.
Right, yeah. It's not as cruel when you do it.
It's fun.
When I do, I'm really cutting deep. I want to make it personal.
Oh.
So what are we doing today?
Well, we're going to talk a lot about Bo Battle Arena today. And one of the things that we're going to do is that we are going to talk about the SEG sale that is happening. And so one of the things that
Star City Games. Yeah, we got to talk about that. And Tex, I wanted to go back through our chat history so I could talk about. Now, this is not going to be a loose pack sale today, but there was a loose pack sale at Star City, and they just took all the hobby and jumbos and they threw all the hobbies together. They threw all the jumbos together. So this whole one auto every 20 hobby, Cursive was remarking he had 50. I think it was hobby. It could have been jumbo, but he had 50 and he didn't get anything. One guy I remember last year, the worst was somebody had like 100 packs and he didn't get an autograph. And then I always think about Tex Hooper. Tex, you had something like 20 packs and you got like 7 autos. I don't think it was quite that, but
it was pretty darn close.
I think I did well. I don't quite remember, but
yeah.
So hey,
it's luck of the draw. What are you gonna do?
Autos.
Yeah, well, come on, hit me up. We can make something work.
He's got
shout out to Whiplash out there and also Vast Maximus. Love seeing you in the audience, Vast. So thanks for tuning in.
Vast, how are you?
So speaking of the SEG, I want to get to this quick, and Soothing and I, it's funny. Something happened with Soothing on this week in Bo Battle. I knew the announcement was about sealed products, sealed jumbo and hobby. And Soothing was talking about loose packs. And I thought he was talking about loose packs because, one, Star City has sold us loose packs before. So you can talk about the previous experience and the pitfalls, the things to look out for. Like, I would not buy loose packs again, as long as, you can buy a few.
Well, what do you mean? Why wouldn't you?
It's
a lottery ticket.
I wouldn't, well, it's a lottery ticket, but I wouldn't buy the 50 to the 100 we were talking about, because you stand the chance of getting screwed like that. A few of them, sure. And everybody,
all right. I did okay.
Because you bought 20. Freak.
Right.
But you're talking about 50 and 100. Your odds should be better. You should have done better than me.
No, but that's the whole thing is.
I know, but that's why it's a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking, I don't remember what they sold for. I think they were actually cheaper. They were like $15. I don't even think they were over 20. But that was that's like $1,500, and you don't even get a single auto out of it. Yeah. And so like cursive, that's like $750. Well, so when Mitch and I were talking Soothing, is that there was some confusion because we were talking about loose packs, but I thought he was just talking historically and what they might do. I didn't realize that Soothing was thinking there would be loose packs as part of the sale today. So I guess that created some confusion. I'm like, no, I was talking about, the announcement was pretty clear to me. Like, these are sealed jumbo and hobby, because that's why we were talking about the $1,000 coupon, which is that not, Jen, the biggest coupon you've ever heard of in your life?
Yeah. That was a little nuts when I was scrolling through the other day. And I was like, it caught my, when I had seen it in the thing, it was like $1,000. I was like, what? Huh? Yeah. What?
I thought Frenchie misspoke the other night when he said $1,000. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute. Because I thought he also said, I didn't realize he said market price. I thought he said retail price. So I was thinking, these jumbos were going to be, $500, $600, $700.
Yeah.
Not realizing they were selling at market price. And so when he was like $1,000 off, I was like, so we're getting these for free and you're giving us money?
Math.
Yeah. I was like, what am I missing here? But that's what I was missing. Market, not retail.
Well, and I think we need to be careful. I'm sorry, go ahead, Tex.
Well, no, and I was just going to say, $1,000 off is amazing. And hopefully some of us, all of us, will be lucky enough to hit a redemption code here in a little while. I think 1:00, the emails are supposed to go out. And then the sales at 2.
Well, hold on. It's let's get to the announcement. First of all, so we have our facts straight, right, Tex? Okay. So when we go ahead,
great comment.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Audience.
Yeah. All right. So when we go to the announcement by Frenchie.
Katniss.
Yeah. Frenchie, of course, a fan of the series. He curled up and read all 3 of those books of the Hunger Games in one night once he discovered them.
Look at all the messages you're ignoring from people.
So SEG sale details and $1,000 off jumbo codes. Edit. Codes will go out at 1 p.m. tomorrow, sent by us. This was sent yesterday, so those codes will be going out in 50 minutes. This is Radish Break Room. We're talking about Bo Jackson Battle Arena. We're broadcasting live as we do every Wednesday at noon Eastern. So in 50 minutes, these codes go out. The sale on SEG site is slated for 2 p.m. Eastern. That is Star City Games. Here are the prices for Star City Games Griffey sale. Once this is finished, it belongs to the streets, and we lock in on a smooth landing for Tecmo Bowl. Hopefully, huh? Fingers crossed. These are all sealed boxes, not loose packs. Prices with a Z. Frenchie getting all street like, next thing you know, he's going to start tagging your car when you show up for Bo events. Jumbo, $2,800 per box. Actually, a penny less. That's just the sweet people they are at Star City. $27.99 per box. Limit 2. You can only spend $5,600 on those jumbos.
That's all?
That's all. That's it.
Damn.
Hobby is $500, $499.99. Limit 3, so $1,500 limit on hobby. Again, it's less than 50 jumbo and less than 200 hobby. I like that elusiveness. It could be 5. It could be 1. 1 is less than 50.
Yeah.
It's a first come sale. You do not. need a discount code to buy. The codes are for jumbo only. 70 total codes will be sent to account for no-shows. Meaning, if they send out 50 codes and 10 people, it goes to spam, they're not checking, they had a family emergency, right? Then only 40 codes are available. So they're sending out 70 codes, thinking 20 of those people will forget about it or miss it. Is it possible that someone without a code will front run those that do have them? So you need, it is possible that someone with a code will front run those that do have them. So you need to just be aware of that. Please read all that thoroughly.
Wait, explain that. What exactly does that mean?
So that means is what you're thinking is there is going to be, there's 70 codes and you're thinking, well, I didn't get a code, so I'm not going to buy a box. Well, if somebody looks at the recent sales on eBay, and we'll go to Radish Price Guide in a second to look at it. But if they look at it, it's $3,300 the sale, and you can get this for $2,800 without the $1,000 off. We're going to talk about, is it worth it to still get it? I mean, if you like a couple $100, yes. And the other question is, which way is the price going, up or down? $3,300 was the last price, but where is it going to land next? Now you could say, hey, there's going to be 50 jumbos going out there, so they're going to flood the market, and so the price is going to come down. But let's talk about that in a second. But so Tex, the important thing to remember is the 70 people get a code are not the only ones who can buy the jumbos when it goes live. Every human on this earth can buy the jumbo at the same time. The 70 people have a code to have $1,000 off. And we have to talk about this. If you have a code, if you should be using it, because it might take too long for you to actually use it. All right, well, to finish this announcement, could this be done differently in some ways? Sure, always, but keep in mind we are a small part of what is sold through SCG, so it just kind of is what it is. If you have any issues, etc., you will need to reach out to Star City Game Support. Those codes will be mailed by us. They gave us the codes, and we will handle that part, but that's where our hands on this one ends. Enter the $1,000 off jumbo code draw here. And by the way, they're sending it. They didn't say when you had to get it in by, so I'm going to put that in the chat right now. So if anybody's still there, I know I put in another couple email addresses earlier today, so it's still working as of about an hour ago. And then may the odds ever be in your favor on this one. P.S. All of the above is best info I have. I don't expect changes, but can't say there won't be some. But just know any changes are their call and out of our hands. Good luck to all looking to snag some final product to rip.
Can't wait.
All right. There's a lot to unpack there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's going to be buying? That's what I want to know. Are you, Slappy?
Yeah,
take your time.
I'm just trying to think the best way to approach it, because when you talk about this argument, let's talk about the jumbo first. All right. And so am I going to be buying it? You know something? If I go ahead and send the Radish Price Guide, Jen, I know you have been very busy and you might not have heard what I just said, but do you know what the price of a Griffey jumbo, the last sale, was?
You just said it like 3 times.
It's not, you don't pay attention. Maybe other people don't pay attention. Quiet.
Paid attention to that.
What? Okay, Mr. Tex.
What did you say?
What did you say? 3,500? No, what did you say?
What do you think it is?
What do I think it is? I think it's over $3,000.
Okay. If we go down here, filter by seam. Oh. All right. So we go ahead and take a look at the jumbos. Is that you can see the last sale was $3,325. This was on the 15th of January. And how much is an eBay sale to net? I always like looking at this for our new show, What's It Worth? We look at like, okay, there's an eBay offer. So they're saying that's like $3,850 to $30 for you to get $3,325, like the actual last sale price. You'd actually have to sell it for $3,900. Let me go. That's kind of backwards. Hold on. How much does an eBay $3,325 sale net you? Let's see that, because this is what's really in somebody's pocket. It's sold for $3,325, but based on fees in general, and of course it's going to change with every state. Is that oh my gosh, The one time my AI lets me down is
You should be using Perplexity. Just saying. This is riveting, Jen, don't you think?
I'm at the edge of my seat.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry I can't get in your heads and have you guys fill the
Fill the
okay.
space. No,
So
because
the
if you,
payout,
if you
the
know what
payouts
you're gonna do.
live TV. Tex used to say there's nothing,
Ain't nothing
like
like
it.
it.
So it's equal to 2800 to 2900. So the 3325 is 2900. So you got to look at it this way. If you're able to get one of the boxes today and you're going to do peer-to-peer and sell it in the community, if you sell it for 2800, that is the price that you bought it for. So you're basically getting points on your credit card and nothing else. 2900, you're making $100. So that's where we are right now with the last price. But if you look at these, when you look at these prices,
Tex, what are you doing?
what is that, Tex?
Oh, I fixed it. It was something was tapping on something.
What is your horse galloping through?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. If we look at the jumbos though, the update jumbo is sitting at 2275. The alpha edition is at 3700. It's crazy that the Griffey jumbo is close to the alpha edition jumbo. So when we look at that, and of course, this last one's an alpha update jumbo hobby case. So we're going to ignore that last number. But looking at, right, we have alpha update, and now Griffey. So the pricing is 3,700 for alpha, 2,275, excuse me, for update, and then 3,325 for the Griffey. Why is the Griffey so much more than the update? Well, they made less of them, much less of them. And Frenchie has said they're absolutely just stuffed with cards. There's so many hits in this compared to previous jumbos. Now, coming up on Tecmo, there's not going to be any jumbos. And so the future, Tex, Jen, you guys sat down with Jeff and you talked at the end of the year. That's a great, for folks who haven't caught it, we did a great series about Bo Battle Arena, the year past and the year coming. And Jeff really was non-committal about the jumbo because he talked about, you got to put 3 autos in it. That means, we could have 3 hobbies going to 3 different people. If you have a jumbo, that's 3 autos that have to go to one person or one hobby shop that's buying the jumbo. There's a lot of reasons, but guys, it didn't sound like jumbos are coming back after Tecmo. I mean, they might be, but am I misremembering that, guys?
No, I think that was basically what he said.
Yeah, I think they really like the mega.
The mega, I think, is definitely here to stay. As far as the jumbos go, yeah, I mean, I think it was still up in the air, but he was definitely, I think, leaning towards no jumbos. Although the jumbo is a fun rip.
Yeah, but you say that, but the double mega is a fun rip, and you get so many more double megas if you do that instead of a jumbo.
Added jumbos.
No, yeah. I agree.
So Tex, when you ask me if I'm going to go for it, the more I think about it, the more, and this is not financial advice, but I don't see how the value is not there, that you're talking about possibly the last jumbo in Bo Battle Arena. And if not the last jumbo, it'll be the last one to get us through Tecmo, right? And so then there's going to be, and it'll be interesting because Griffey update comes out this summer. So would they do Griffey part 2 with no jumbos when part 1 was done? But definitely would. Go ahead.
I would think they'd have to continue jumbos through update just because.
I don't know. Why?
Well, I mean, I guess they wouldn't have to. Just, I mean, if they were gonna end jumbos, starting next year or whatever, then, finish out with an update jumbo and make that be the last one. But who knows? I mean, updates got to be close to being in production, I would think, at this point, just because of the schedule. No?
I think they're running wonders right now, finishing off wonders for the Shattering.
Isn't update supposed to be out around National though?
Yeah. When have they ever completed something 6 months before they're delivering it to us? I mean, what planet do you
completed it? But I'm saying it's in the works. So like whatever they have planned for it is already in stone. Like if
Spec
they have jumbos planned for it,
Spec is working on it. Is what's in the works right now, not the printing shop.
I know, but I'm just saying they have to
Right.
know ahead of time.
Yeah,
They
the
have to know at this
collation.
point.
Yeah, but to a
Yeah,
certain
the
extent.
collation, how they're packaging it.
Right.
So, you know, I would
I
think we'd see jumbos just because,
mm,
you know, they'd have to rejigger kind of everything for this,
well, I will
for the
say so.
update.
My point was we're definitely not going to see it for Tegmo. So we may or may not see it for update. So you're not going to see another jumbo for 6 months. And so when you look at these jumbos, like they're absolutely stuffed with product. I think if they keep jumbos, I mean, we all know Frenchie. I can't imagine the jumbos going back to having less hits in them or as crazy packed as these jumbos. So if that's going to be the case, right? They're going to be less of them. I don't think you'll go back to alpha where there were a lot more jumbos. So one is that if there is a jumbo, it'll be reduced. Number two, there may not be any more jumbos. Number three is I can't see Frenchie actually coming down on the hits in a jumbo. All this leads me to say when it comes to this jumbo, and also Tecmo got pushed back from February to April. So there's this, you can see it now, is that it used to be, you know, I don't know when it turns over for Rob on the Radish price guide for the sales for the day, if it's UTC or East Coast time or what it's going by. But anytime you checked it, there was a new sale for, you know, a blaster, a double mega, a hobby. And now, I mean, half the day goes by and a double mega hasn't sold because right now the price keeps going up because the product is shrinking and the buyers don't want to pay it yet. But the people can't go another 4 months without product. They'll start buying it and watching those prices go up. So when it comes to the jumbo, you're not going to have another jumbo for 6 months. So the question is, if you're able to get a jumbo, which is it's the most exclusive product out of Griffey, right? That's the most exclusive product.
Yep.
I don't see how, I mean, let's be clear. There's 50 packs in it. So at $3,000, that's $60 a pack. And so you have to say, like, how much room is there to run? Should it really be $70 a pack, which would put it at $3,500, $80 a pack, which is $4,000. Now that seems a little bit ridiculous, $80 a pack. But I think for a breaker, the excitement you could generate around a show, ripping a jumbo would be probably worth it.
Yeah. And I mean, there have been, the breakers lately have been ripping jumbos. And they've been pulling out some crazy hits.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of crazy, is Whiplash says, "What universe is Tex in?" I just got my OKC box talking about the team having the alpha or the Griffey update.
Yeah,
in the works.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, logistically, it has to be.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay.
All right. So, Tex,
whatever.
So, and then the big question, of course, is, all right, so let's get to the other questions. Jen, I know you're not going for anything, but if you were going to, you've been a member of the community long enough. For the LA champion boxes, they were sold out in less than 8 seconds. You know, we're talking less product than the LA champion boxes. So do you take the time to enter the code? And by the way, I asked the team and they were pretty sure it's only good for one. So the code's only good for one. So if you put two in
you're gonna have to go back in.
Well, no, I'm
assuming take it off one.
Yeah, I'll take it off one. So look at it this way: you can buy two, $500 off each one.
Got it. Okay.
So let me ask you, Jen. Let me play make believe. Say you were going for it. If you were going for it, would you go for hobby or jumbo?
Jumbo.
Jumbo. And would you go for one or two? And you're thinking like Jen's a successful business owner. So I'm getting into the mind of the successful business owner. And then I'll turn over to Tex, who's also a successful business owner.
I
love this. I love your agony with make-believe money.
With make-believe money, I know. I would want no, see, because you know what's going through my head is how fast you can do it. You don't know how many there are, how many other people are just spam, you know. Right. So do you try and get the one, or do you try and get two and then there not being any that, you know?
I never thought about that. If you put two in your cart, there'll be an error because like there aren't two to give. There's only one. And then you lose your chance at that one. Wow, you just introduced a whole new concept that I haven't even think about. Well,
successful businesswoman here. Thank you very much.
Hey, we'll go over to Tex.
She's got all the angles.
But Jen, let me ask you this: if you have the code, are you definitely putting the code in? Are you taking the time to put the code in to try to get the 1,000 off.
Yes. I don't
Okay.
think it would be. It's a copy and paste. I'm assuming. I don't. I
Oh
mean,
my
I didn't-
god. Oh my gosh. It's a
Yes, I
copy-
know. Click and swipe are it's very difficult for you, but us, us
I
normal.
don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, copy paste is not a hard thing.
So, all right, Tex, what about you? What are you going to go for, Mr. Successful? And by the way, I'm sure Mauro is talking about like if you put in the code, it's gone. Hopefully nothing went live here early. And like because Star City did do that last year, it was 5 minutes early. But in theory, they might have put it up. Like I could see Star City saying, F you, Bo, we're putting up with it. The codes will come out an hour after we drop the sale.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing too, right? And this is why you go for quantity and whether you put the code in or whatever. It's kind of like these are going live on their site, right? So there's no like password to get in or anything. It's not gated, right? So anyone who goes on to see now, is their technology in their cart smart enough where it's gonna, if you try and get more than you're allotted, is it not going to let you?
Well, we have somebody with experience. Tex, can you tell us about when Star City sold hobby boxes last time?
Yeah, I got to try and remember, but I believe I was able to get in and out a couple times with purchases.
8. I believe you got.
I don't think it was 8.
It was 3, 3, and 2 is what you did.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, I was able to go in and buy the max multiple.
Right. But my question is, would it allow you to go in and get 8 on one order?
No, because they were limited to.
So okay. So the system
3 at a time, I think, is what it was.
All right. So their system limits it to the 2 or the 3.
Yeah, their system knows that.
Got it. Okay.
You're only allowed 2.
All right. So then that should, because then I'm thinking.
Yeah. You can't just throw 10 in your cart.
Right. But then you're also dealing with like the bots and the skate, like all that, it's.
Yeah. Well, I was going to bring that. Yeah. Do we know, does Star City do anything to prevent bots, or I don't know.
Well,
Are bots going to be an issue?
The other question, guys, is if it's going to be, first of all, they don't have the code. Maybe they botted the codes and they're going to bot this. In that case, yes. But I will say this, do the people who control the bots, would they bot something that is a $2,800 price tag and an eBay last sale price of $33.25, which again nets you $2,800? So why would you outlay that much cash when this isn't a quick flip? Like, we've seen.
Well, yeah, it's prospecting. It's, I mean, people.
Why would you not do? I mean, I'm not. The max quantity is 2, right? 2 for the jumbo and
for the jumbo, yep.
Yes, and whatever. 3 for hobby.
Correct. So it's kind of like they're not. It's not that big. It's not like they're going to go in and swipe 20, but so it's like 2, 2, 2. So they do a couple to. See, all I'm saying is that's like a whole nother.
Right, and I mean, we don't know who's using a bot. It could be Slappy. You could be using a bot, just to try and grab.
I am not.
Just to try and guarantee yourself a jumbo. We don't know. It's not all nefarious people necessarily.
Correct. Yeah.
It could be people that just, hey, I got this bot. I know how to use it. And I want, at least one of these jumbos. And I'm going to do whatever I can to get one.
Tex, are you using a bot?
Tex is a bot.
I wish I knew. I don't even know where to how would you would even find a bot? And then I have to buy it, I assume, and I don't know. I'm too old for bots. 20-year-old Tex would have had 75 bots. 50-year-old
All right,
Tex.
easy. Hey, let's not get into a different conversation. All right, so Tex, what are you doing today?
Right now I'm in a show.
No, for the sale. For the sale.
For the sale. I will be doing I'm trying to get at least 1 jumbo. Hobbies.
Wait, hold on.
Like a couple more hobbies.
Hold on.
But
if you have the discount code, you're gonna take the time to fill it in.
Yeah. I would have it, already clipped.
Yeah.
I would just have to paste it
click,
really quick. I mean, if that
Control
if
V.
that half a second or whatever, cost me a box, and I guess it cost me a box. It's a roll of the
Yeah.
dice. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to throw $1,000 away if I can, if I can. I'll definitely try with the thing. Now, here's the thing. Say you wanted to max out. You go in and immediately throw 2 jumbos and 3 hobbies in your cart and then just try and check out all at once?
No.
Or you just go for one and try and
No.
guarantee yourself something?
I think the hobbies, if you look at the percentage right now, so the hobbies are being offered at $500. And if we go back to hobbies are, let's see, add to the stage. Let's bring this guy back.
Hobbies were four something maybe.
It's $4.99. They're offering them for $500. But look at this. The last sale was $650. So 150 out of 150 over 500, that's a 30% markup. So you're talking if you buy it for 500, and that's a much easier peer-to-peer sale. So, and by the way, the 650 is not going to last. Like you've seen it, it's moving up through the 6s. Griffey Hobby boxes are going to be 7 here in the next 2 weeks, probably in the next week. But just take it for what it is, 650. You probably can get that 650 peer-to-peer sale. That's a 30% markup over what you're investing for people who want to flip. And for people who are new, we're seeing people come into the Bow Battle Arena all the time, and they're looking for product. And keep in mind, like, this is a big issue. Like, we're at the end of the cycle here. So it's bad for the people just coming in because they're coming in when all the product's drying up. You'll get your chance. Like, everybody has to wait for the next product. But for those folks who come in, still want to get product, is that, coming in at $500, yes, that's more than a lot of folks paid for the hobby. But when you look at all the hits in it, at $500 is still the best value hobby box that's out there. But if you're looking to sell, you could buy it at $500 from Star City. You could sell it for $650. That's a 30% markup. So keep in mind, the $2,800 box, it's much harder to do a peer-to-peer sale of a $3,000 box. And if you do it through eBay, we've talked about it. What are you making? $100 on that? So you're making less than 5%. So buy a hobby if you're reselling and you make 30%. Buy a jumbo and you resell it and it's 3%. So there's just so much more pressure on the hobby to do that. By the way, Von Rat says it would be cool to get a code for sure. I think Jen suggested if you get a code, you should share it with us and just go ahead and just post it. We'd love to see what it looks like. Don't do that. That was a joke.
I don't. So if Slappy, what is your plan?
Wait. So
will you rip the jumbo if you get one?
Wait.
Or will you stash it?
Well, I got it. So I have an alpha jumbo. I have an alpha update jumbo, and especially like if we start running, if they don't make jumbos anymore, I gotta have, I mean, if these would be the only 3 jumbos ever in the bow collection, how could I not have the third piece of the collection? And that's Tech Super's fault. He's all about sets. He drills it into my head. So it's like, yeah, you always are. You're like, well, I got this many. I got to get these other 85. And it's irrational. Wait. So you didn't finish text. So you're only going to go for 1 jumbo?
No, well, here's the thing. So if you go for 2 and they only have 1 left, you get the 1, right. Or do you not get anything because you put 2 in your cart?
No,
yeah, I know.
It's like your cart, and it's going to kick back an error, and then you got to delete 1, and then you got to try it again.
See, that's why I'm wondering if it would be advantageous to take the extra couple seconds to load everything into your cart and then try and check out that way, where people are trying, I'm going to grab 1 jumbo and then I'm going to come back in and try and grab my hobbies.
Just so everybody knows, what Tex is suggesting you do is just put $7,000 into your car and just check out.
Yeah. And just check out. Go.
What? Doesn't everybody have 3 mortgages on their home to afford this?
Wait, so here's a big question.
Is just me?
I know somebody. I know somebody from the team mentioned that they did not think the jumbos at those prices would sell out immediately. Somebody from the team said, now they were thinking it might even take a day to sell out, but that was before the Cheryl Miller interview on Whatnot, when the 100 double megas. And how many hobbies did they have? Didn't they? Or wait, did they not do hobbies? What were there were 2 ones that I missed. One was the double mega. What was the other one that went like this? Weren't they hobbies? The other thing?
They were hobbies. Yeah. They were hobby boxes.
I don't know, because I was tapping and didn't get anything.
Yeah, right.
But I will say is that the team, I think, looked at that and they're like, oh crap.
Happy White.
And they were like, crap, like we didn't think they'd go this fast. So I think the team is changing their mind on
whatever quantity they have in either of these boxes today, it's not staying for long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
How long is Jumbo going to
gonna
last?
Be anybody just jumping on the Star City site and seeing that there's BoBA jumbos and they click on it and it's $2,700 or $3,000, whatever it is.
$2,800.
$2,800. I don't think there's anybody that's going to be like, "Ooh, I'll take one of those." But definitely, I mean, everybody in our community is going to be going after these things.
Well,
or
we
a lot of people in our community.
The LA Champion boxes, which again, that goes back to October, they had a mailing list of 100,000 people going for the LA Champion boxes, where we're talking about that was what, 850 boxes, and we saw how quickly it sold out. So they don't need to worry about people.
Well, but you're talking those were what, $500, $400?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. So hobbies are gone. Like they're just gone. Yeah. I think like it's funny in here is that Moro said, my plan is to go for hobbies since most will go for jumbo. I don't agree. I think our population is so big. Like you hear some people talking like the breakers, folks like us, we're up on stage, what we're going for. But I think the average person who's not like texting like, wait, what's the most I can spend? 7,000 done. It's like most people are like,
well, okay. Let's not get this wrong. I do not have $7,000 to blow. Believe me. Most of my talk is hypothetical.
I'm just gonna load my card up.
I'm thinking out loud is what I'm doing. What was that?
That was you just blowing things up.
that was my bank account.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I think when we look at the jumbos is that nobody's going to be on the Star City site and be like, oh, let me see what this is. I'm going to get it. But if you have 100,000 people who get notified that there are jumbo boxes available, I guess the question to you guys is how quickly do jumbo boxes sell out? Do you guys think it's under 30 seconds?
We don't know how many are there.
50 of them?
Less than 50. Less than 50.
Yeah, less than 50. So what the hell does that?
Yeah.
Could be
maybe
25. Could be.
No, I know. But okay, so assume there's 50. And how soon will 50 get sold out?
Well, 50, wait. And how many people are getting codes?
70 codes are going out.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
We don't know how many people are on the various mailing lists.
I'm saying under 2 minutes.
Interesting.
I'll go under a minute.
I can name that.
Name that tune.
You're so old, Jen. You're so old. Like the people who could do it off one note.
And one note is ridiculous.
It's insane. It was insane. Yeah.
That's the Star Spangled version, but not in the Gershwin version, the 1946 remake. You know?
God. Yeah. My daughter can do that, by the way.
Wow. I don't know why they don't bring that back. All these reality shows, like your daughter could go on that. Like, why don't they bring back Name That Tune? Like with the music.
They did a few years ago, didn't they? Like maybe 5 years ago.
I don't know. I was tapping on my remote and it didn't work.
Yes, they did.
Right, yeah.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't called Name That Tune, but it was basically the same.
Yeah, but it was the same premise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so Tex, if you don't get the code, you're still kind of try to get a jumbo.
Yeah. I'll try and get at least one.
Yeah.
And then the question is, do I rip it or do I sit on it?
Yeah.
What do you have? Do you have anything sealed? What do you have sealed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a bunch of these. I have a couple hobbies.
I didn't mean show and tell. Good God.
Well, I was maybe going to rip this during the show, but.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tex Jr.
Please. Yeah. Okay, put it away. Put it away.
I don't know who told you could come out of the basement.
You know what? Just for that, I'm going to show this off.
Oh, Lord. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wait, this is not show and tell, boys.
I'll show you my blast.
Oh, my God. Well, that's Slappy, you missed it before the show. After Tex asked what are we doing today? Then he proceeds to say, do you think I should open a blast on the show? And I'm like, a what? And he's like, a blast. I'm like, you're going to open a blast? He's like, no, stir, blast her.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, you know, there's a big freaking difference.
Yes.
Stop yelling at me.
In Texas defense, I do make that mistake as well. I don't like having literally the highest product blast box and the lowest product blaster have 80% commonality in their names. Like that is not, yeah. In fact, I think after that blast box went for sale on eBay for what was it, $9,100, a blaster for Alpha sold for $800 or $900, which again, it's somebody probably saw $10,000 sale. Somebody new to BoBA saw blaster and just bought it right away because they thought they had a great deal. But interestingly enough, there was an Alpha blaster box sale for $500 today. That's insane to me. A blast box, which again, I know the ones today are $40. And yeah, if we go right here, take a look
at blaster box.
Went for what?
One of these sold for $500.
Tex is like, I'm leaving mine sealed.
I got a bag of them over here.
No. An Alpha
I'm
edition.
starting at 400. Who's
Tex,
buying?
Alpha edition.
Ah.
Yes, Alpha edition. So if you look right here, today, somebody bought an Alpha edition blaster box for $500. The latest price is also today, double mega at $135. You can see, wow, it just went up. So there's been more sales. When the 30-day moving average goes past the 90-day average, that's called the golden cross. It's a bullish sign. And right now, it's the 30-day average is at $124.03. What's that?
What are you, Warren Buffett all of a sudden?
Anyway, double mega 30-day is $124.
But this is not financial advice.
Yeah, this is not financial advice, but here, let me get my flow charts out.
All right. So the double megas are going for $135. We still have until April till we get to Tecmo. Products running out. The Griffey Blaster box, you can still, if you can find it in Dick's, it's $39.99. So right now we're looking at a 50% increase over retail. Griffey hobby boxes are selling at $650, soon to be $700. And then let's see, an Alpha Update booster box. It's Doug, part of the Bo team. He remarked on that and he said it's great to see the Alpha Update booster box snapping back because when Griffey came out, it went down a little bit. But recent sale on the 25th of January, that was $749 for those. And again, like I actually was not a booster box fan in Alpha, but in Alpha Update, I loved the boosters. Like I love the cards you pull out of that. That is like the double mega rip of the Alpha series. Like that's just a fun box to rip, that Alpha Update booster box. And then the OKC World Champion box, not too many changing hands, but you can see one selling for $450. And then the Alpha Update blaster box at $110. So that's where everything's selling for right now. So it's interesting is that Morrow said, and he's used this line a couple other places, but we'll let him repeat his joke because it is a good one. Don't post this, but it's going to go faster than my NBA. Oh, he did say don't post it. Let me take that down. Oh. So it is in the public chat. I'm curious, like we have some other people in the audience. I'd love to hear how fast you guys think it's going to go. I think yes, I'll go with I'll put in the code. Gosh, like it's just so hard. Like everything you buy, is like, this is only going to feed into it. And like I said, to how we open this discussion, talking about the jumbos, this is not any jumbo. This is a much reduced supply of jumbos. This is an absolutely stacked jumbo. This is possibly the last jumbo, and it is the last jumbo until at least summer. So there's so many reasons why this jumbo is something, a white whale worthy of going after.
Well, I'll be trying my hardest.
Okay. Well, actually, you want to know what? If we can keep it on for 15 more minutes, we'll stay on live and we'll all check our email.
See if we get it. Any codes appear.
Yeah. So
how many different email addresses did you use?
There are 5 members of my family. So everybody in my family did sign up.
Well, that's good.
How many of your family members signed up, Tex?
I think I'm also around 5, maybe 6.
Can't remember how many people in your family, huh?
We have a big family, a lot of us.
No,
And
Jen
and most of us are snowed in still, so we got nothing better to do.
Jen, how many signups did you? Even if you're not buying, I know you want that code. You're competitive enough. You want to get the code.
I only do. I just do myself.
Jen, you could get the code and sell it.
I know. I did myself. I did one. I did one.
Well-
Right, but if you get a code, you could go into the Discord, try and sell it.
Yes. Or I can be nice and
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if you sold $1,000 code? Now, do you put the caveat if the person doesn't get it? Like, I mean, it's $1,000 off. Like, how much would you pay for that? Like, I mean, would you pay $500 to save $500? If you're going to get it anyway, right? You'd be willing to pay 500. But
I
what's
don't know.
the
That
what's
seems a
the
bit silly.
but what do you mean? Saving 500 silly?
They're paying 500 for that code.
Would you
Yeah,
pay
but
200?
How many people are actually going to sell their code? And like, why would you not, if you're absolutely buying a jumbo, why would you, if you know you're going to be able to get it, why would you not pay 500 to save 500 if you're not one of the 70? That's still saving $500.
But again, you're assuming you're going to get the box. So what if you don't get
Well,
it?
that's the thing.
The lottery ticket. Again, it's roll of the dice.
Maybe you do something. If you're successful, it's 500. If you're not, it's 200.
It's 200. Yeah. We'll see. I won't get a code, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, positive things happen to positive people.
Here, Jake.
Hence why nothing positive happens to me.
Oh boy, oh boy.
All right. It's important to note, though, as Bo Battle gets more mature, things have changed. As you heard, they don't control Star City. There's all sorts of, quotas and limits and different things. But just to review the history in Bo Battle, people like Tex, even though we were told in the community to limit yourself to 2 or 3 hobbies last year from Star City, Tex went and ordered himself 8, and nobody slapped his hand for that. And by the way, that did lead me to do something another time, and I did get my hand slapped, and it was worse than that. But at National last year, you were only supposed to order 3. There was a little bit of an issue where some people
we all got our hands slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the point is, we just joined in with you, Tex, for once.
I was the ringleader of that. Yeah.
So the important thing,
everybody just keep signing up.
The important thing to note, though, is that I think they've always reduced your quantity down to the minimum. I don't think they've ever. I think there was one person who bought like 100 boxes. They kept using the code and they bought like 100. I think that person might have. No, maybe the example out of them was that person even got to keep the 3 minimum. But what's interesting about Bo Battle is you hear about other platforms where people are like, no, you abuse it, you're banned, gone, you don't get anything. And what Bo does is like, they're like, no, we're going to cut you down to the minimum. I like the fact that they actually appreciate the excitement and enthusiasm from folks, which again, like that product you just saw, I'm ripping all that stuff. It's sitting on my table because I'm waiting to rip it. And I got to rip my stupid Yankees. I haven't hit a single Yankee since I ripped it. But anyway, we're all excited to get the product. We want more of it.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing, it's great that they, did what they did and just cut everybody back to the minimum, because everybody still at least got, their initial order, say.
Yep.
But I think part of the reason they did that too, because there was a bit of confusion at that time as to, like my thing was I kept getting codes, so it was like, well, I got another code. I'll buy another 3 boxes, what the hell? Yeah. So that was, that was part of the confusion with people too and stuff that, didn't really understand, that it was limited to only 3, not 3 per code.
Yes.
Or, per purchase. So it wasn't, totally nefarious on everyone's part, just, trying to hoard boxes and stuff. There was some legitimate confusion with that. But it all worked out. Not everybody was happy about it, but for those people, tough shit. I was going to try and keep it clean, but yeah, never mind. We're all adults.
Are we?
Well, Technically, yes.
Okay. Your birth certificate says so, but that's about
Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Legally, yes. We're
Okay.
all adults.
You know what? If Tex is gonna say that, hold on.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Hey.
Cards, don't guess the price. Look up their value now at radishpriceguide.com.
Got to go to a commercial when Tex starts swearing to tame him down.
Cool them off.
Hey, how great was Jeff's interview with Cheryl Miller a couple nights ago? Awesome. I thought it was wonderful. Apparently, I'm the only one. I thought it was great. That was a really good time.
I have it. It is on my
She's
watch.
amazing.
It's on my watch list. I've not gotten there yet.
Oh,
Wait, on your watch list. Wait, you can go back and look at old Whatnot shows?
yeah, it was on Whatnot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But isn't it some you can? No.
I
can't
don't
go
think
back
our
and watch
Hey,
it.
I'm the guy
Whatnot archives their shows.
I'm the guy tapping in Whatnot. You think I know what I
Yeah,
can
right.
watch?
Yeah, yeah. He's the last guy to ask about Whatnot.
No, I mean I know there's video receipts for your spot.
No, I don't think they even have those anymore.
What do you, they got rid of that?
Nothing. You can't tell me that they didn't somehow record that.
Okay. Well, Jen goes off search for
As
that.
far as I know, they don't. Can you imagine? I mean, they would have to have a entire data center just to store all the footage.
No, I'm just saying, like Blackpack. Why wouldn't someone not screen record the thing? Like I'm just saying,
maybe somebody at Blackpacks
And
did.
put it out on
that's
their
what I'm
YouTube.
saying. There has to be a
Actually,
replay of it somewhere.
to your point, Jen, what I should have done is I should have screen grabbed it and stuck it out on Radish. Yeah, that's a great afterthought.
Wasn't going to go there, but you tap, so there wasn't much hope of that.
Yeah, it'd be great in my screen grab if I could get you can see my finger
in the buy and sliding for the screen record.
You know,
nothing was working.
I have to. I'm just not good enough. You know what I got to do is film. You know that guy who Tex, I sent it to you. The guy who does is it Instagram or Facebook Reels? He does where he's like he plays himself talking to himself. He's like, I'd like a cheeseburger, and like, yeah, can you have your home mortgage filled out? And it's like, no, I just want a cheeseburger. And like, you know, Jen, do you not know this guy who does this? And he does every type of thing in the world, like including like tipping everywhere and tipping everything. He's done that. Gosh, I wish I could. Anyway, I should do it where the phone is like the WhatsApp screen, the whatnot screen. And here I am, Grandpa.
What's
happening
here?
Why not?
Why not? What?
TubeU, Instabook, Facegram. Is it 1 o'clock yet? Can I get a code? We got 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Good God.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I was very impressed with Cheryl Miller.
So Jen, you missed it, but Frenchie actually got Cheryl Miller this close to bawling. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah. He said, first of all, I love it. He goes, listen, I've seen the interviews. I don't want to ask you what everybody else asks. Let's get into your feelings and what really hurt you. No, he didn't say that, but literally he went in.
Tell me about your mother.
He went in deep with her to the point where she talked about being alone and being down. And like, she was this close she got a little emotional, but man, that woman is tough. And like, okay. I know I can't say that in 2026. Like you can be tough and still cry, but that woman's tough and she didn't cry and she came close. So I'll just put the facts out there, but it was, and yeah, you learn a lot of things. Of course, Hurley in the chat saying, and yes, Hurley, by the way, the codes are they definitely coming at 1 o'clock?
One-ish, we'll say.
Yeah, I know.
One-ish.
Let me message somebody on the tech team at Blockpacks to see if they're still going to.
Yeah, Cheryl did get pretty emotional, and she talked about how after the second college championship, a lot of things changed with the team, and she kind of got into those last couple of years were kind of a struggle. And then when she had her knee injury and realized that her basketball career was most likely over, that was when she kind of went into a dark place and took some time to come out of it, but she was able to with friends and family, and realizing, what an amazing career and life she had up to that point, and how she, she needed to put that behind her, realize that part of her life was over now, and she had to focus on the future and moving forward and what the rest of her life was going to be like. And it was pretty amazing. If it is somewhere recorded, it would be great to be able to watch it again.
I can't imagine it.
I feel like Tex is getting emotional. That's like the most subdued I've heard him. Like that struck deep with him. Jen, did you know? And I didn't realize when Jeff was talking about that she went to a men's developmental league. So before she got injured. So I mean, you can't say like Frenchie. You should have seen when Frenchie said, when I think about Bo and the career he could have had, I know he would have been in both the baseball and the football Hall of Fame. Like, come on, Jeff, lay up. Bo already is your partner. You don't have to ham him up anymore. You would have been the king of both Hall of Fames. But he said, when I think about athletes like that, I think about you, Cheryl. And like, there was a little bit of like, like you're comparing me to Bo, like on Cheryl's part. But Jeff really went there. But when he was building her up obviously she was a legendary player. And I mean, I'm not that much into women's basketball, but I know her.
Sexist.
And I didn't realize, Jen, you definitely follow women's basketball more than the average person. Did you know that she was playing in a men's developmental league? I mean, I don't know if it ever would have led to the NBA. Maybe that's just, hey, she's down here. She's not going to move up. Like we've had women in the minor leagues for baseball, and they haven't made it to the major league. So I don't know if this is the type of thing. She's good enough, in competition and people bring her in, but she never would have made it to the NBA. But were you familiar with that?
I don't know if I specifically knew it. Like I can't remember right now, but it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it was different back then. Like the opportunities weren't there as much as they are now for women and after college and all that, kind of stuff.
Yep.
So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's, even when I was growing up playing soccer in middle school, there wasn't a girls team. So I played on the boys team. Like so that part of it, it's like more of a, she obviously had the skill to do it. I'm sure a lot of people had the skill. A lot of women had the skill to do it. Back then, but they were women, but that's.
Well, what's great too about her, and of course, Jen, you met her at National. For those of us who played in the Apex Madness, she was one of the most humble, nice, just warm people. And what I thought was great, Tex, when she talked about when the WNBA started, because of course she didn't have that opportunity to play. She had an opportunity to coach. But Tex, one of the first things she talked about is it wasn't Diana Taurasi or Taurasi is that it wasn't her. It was somebody. She's like, oh, and it was so great. She had a chance to play. There was somebody towards the end of her career who was able to play. And her first thought wasn't, oh, I wish I could have. Like, it's human nature. You would say, oh, I wish I could have played in the WNBA at least 1 year. But she immediately went to a colleague and thought how great that this special talent had a chance to play, and thought about somebody else. I try to remember all the UConn names because my wife actually went. She was at UConn when all those.
It had to be. Was it Candace? Or was it before Candace? No,
I don't remember. But I will say, like, I think about the UConn women basketball stars because my wife went to UConn and she was there at the time when the dynasty was happening. And there's certain players like, when we'd see them on ESPN, is like my wife drops comments. Like there's one like who used to freaking steal all the chemicals and like whatever science class they had together, like wouldn't share. So my wife knew these.
Do you have a meth lab? What are you talking about?
They went to college together, Tex. Jeez. Science. That's not even funny.
Never mind. Never mind.
Is he going to go with roofie again? They were cooking up roofie to take themselves.
Nobody said roofie.
But I think it's
funny. You
funny.
said she was stealing all the chemicals.
I think
it sounds like she's like cooking meth in her.
Yeah, when you got to do your lab experiment, she's not sharing with anyone else. Anyway, I think it's funny. Like all these people you see like on the WNBA telecast and these coaches and these stars, and like my wife's like, don't like her.
Don't like her.
She doesn't share. Nope. Like she wasn't very nice. Oh, and my favorite is she talked about one of them. She's like, she would like, oh, you know what it is? At one time, she was going for some chemical, and literally the woman came up behind her, reached over my normal sized wife, grabbed it while her hand was like on it, and took it. Like that's how bad it was.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you don't make it to the top without stepping on the people. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
right. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Kind of have that kill or be killed mentality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who wants it more?
By the way, it is past 1 o'clock now, and I do not see anything in my folder right now. I also messaged somebody from the technical team at BoBa, and they probably didn't go out at 1 because I messaged them asking them if they can give an update. Anybody who works in corporate America loves this. When you're trying to get a task done, for people to keep asking for status updates because nothing gets something done quicker.
Is it done yet? Is it done yet?
Did you send it? Did you send it? Did you send it?
Yeah.
And nothing for you guys,
I
right?
don't see anything.
I did get something.
I don't know. I'm checking.
Is it possible it's in Spanish? Because I received an email that says no quieres recibirlo.
Sí.
Darse se bajo aquí contenido exclusivo para ti. No te lo pierdas.
Oh my God.
All right. We're not. Hey, this Jerry Lewis telethon's not ending until we get code acknowledgement.
Until someone knows, someone
until
acknowledges
somebody hits a code.
Hey, Tex, open up. Tex, do it. Open it up.
Open what up? The
box? The blast.
Okay. Well, I'm checking my emails. Hang on.
You don't have it. Your text is ending
sure I
right
don't,
here.
but you never know.
Text is like, oh, I got 17 codes.
So far none. Yeah. I'm giving it time.
Tex, how many LA champion?
You want me to open this thing?
How many? Yes. How many LA champion boxes did your family win from the raffle that we had and buying? Like how many LA champion boxes were you?
The first championship box?
No, the one this past year where we got the raffle. Half were who could be fastest. Half was enter the raffle. I believe both you and your wife each got one of each, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you get 4
total? You got one of each.
Who, me?
No, of the LA championship boxes? No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, Tex.
Tex, you absolutely won the raffle and you got the other, and you got lucky and got the other one. Absolutely, at least those two.
I have of the LA championship boxes, I have 2. Yeah, I have 2. I have 2 of these.
No, those are the first ones.
Right. They haven't done the second one yet, have they?
Oh my God. Tex.
The last I knew was the OKC
Take over, Jen.
box.
I can't do it.
Tex. Yes, they sold them all already. You bought them. You don't have them yet.
Oh.
That was the 50-50, right?
All right. I don't know.
You got you absolutely. We did a show. You were on the show. It's recorded. You absolutely got at least 2 boxes.
Hey, wait, it's just 1,000 in product that you have coming to you that you're not tracking.
Escape artist grilling.
Hey, can you take out your background? Wait, you don't hold the cards up real brick. What's that?
Not even paying attention.
I am paying attention. You want the background off?
This is
Stop tapping. I'll get my horse back.
Did you literally just open that pack off screen and you're just holding up random cards from it? You're off.
Yeah, well, it's all right. You want to see all the paper?
Well, we'll see if there's an alphabet.
Thorn.
No French manicure there, Jen.
No.
I can't.
You should see my toes, though. They're beautiful.
All right, wait, hold it up. Hold up the pack so we can see it. It's not that hard.
I need soothing to give me some lessons.
Oh, sparkly.
I like the sparkles.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah. Remember that Simpsons
plays
episode?
Are no low plays. Ooh.
Osmosis. And can you tell us what that is? Tell us what that is, Tex.
It's
parallel?
a headliner,
Red
brawl
headliner brawl.
brawl headliner. Why isn't it focusing?
There you go.
Hey, now, Jen, I know that you have been so busy with work, and it's interesting
No
hearing
low
Cursive
plays.
talk. Cursive, he keeps his finger on the pulse. But it's interesting. He said during a show recently where he talked about the brawl is the lowest of the low, right? It's below steel. And it's funny, brawl is so new to me. I don't really see it as kind of like a low weapon. Like I like the brawl. Do you see it as kind of like, oh, it's less than a steel?
Oh, another headliner.
You know, the problem with the problem with the problem with the brawl for me is yes, I do, only because there are so many of them.
Too many.
They're everywhere.
The brawls.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of gloves.
A lot of gloves. So it does, in your mind, it does say it is not as
unique.
Yes.
Play 47 and 43.
I think you should start your own Whatnot channel, Tex, because it's riveting when you rip packs.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know, this is great.
Can you talk about what you're ripping?
I'm ripping a blaster box
of
Ken Griffey, BoBA Ken Griffey. I'm doing this while we wait for our $1,000 coupon emails to come, and I'm hoping to hit something nice. Oh, is that a glow?
Oh, that's a glow.
It is a glow. That's not bad.
I like the glows so much better this release.
Yeah, glows are pretty amazing. Ooh, play 15.
There you go. Bam.
That is running on fumes. If you have 1 or 0 hot dogs left, your hero gets plus 15.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's a decent.
Wait, what's the hot dog cost?
That was where did I just put it? That is 0 hot dogs.
I was gonna say it should be 0, because if you only have 1 or none, then you can't play it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Does the language tell you does it say after this? Of course, it only costs 0. But Jen, you could say like after you play this, if you have 0, 1. But I guess
no, in order to play it, you have to have the
right. No, what I'm saying is you could
have to have 1 or 0 hot dogs.
Right. But
wait, does that mean if you have 3 hot dogs, you can't play it?
Correct.
Correct.
Right.
I'm just saying it could have been a hot dog cost 2, and say after you play this, it's this way. I want to look it up on Radish Price Guide. What's the play number again?
15.
See if there have been any sales for that. And what's the name of the play?
Running on fumes. So to recap,
makes me think of Jackson Brown.
My hits are running on empty.
Yep. Last sale was $6. I'm surprised about that. I would buy that for $6.
I'll sell it to you for 8.
And the last sale was actually this past Friday.
In the mail today.
$6. It sold for $20 back on the 5th of January, and then it dipped down, and then there have been a couple sales down low. Wow. It'd be interesting to know. Team Bazooka is probably loading up on that play.
Oh, someone said actually want a code, check text.
Oh, check text.
I didn't get a text either, so
let me see if I get a text.
Yeah, congratulations. Wait, hold on, Pegasus. Like, we got to give him. You know what we got to give him? Wait.
Golf clap.
Yeah, congratulations, Pegasus. We're very happy for you. By the way, is
awesome.
Whiplash saying that's a great play, and then Vast Maximus saying, do you guys think someone should sell their code if they get one? We had the discussion earlier. How much would you sell it for? What's great about Bo Battle, it comes from Block Packs, and it's all about marketplace and buying and selling. And absolutely, if you trust the person, but we were talking about, what do you do with the code though? Are there 2 prices? If they're successful and they get it, then it's X, and if they're not, it's X. Because if you'd sold it to somebody else, they could have been successful. So your opportunities cost is lost if you don't do that. So we were talking about $500 if you're successful, $200 if you're not. I don't know what I would do if I got a code and I wasn't going to use it. Rick is still may not get a jumbo because of speed. Risk is still may not get a jumbo because of speed. Absolutely. Vass, thank you for the apology. We always like our viewers who have to step away during the live broadcast to apologize before they come back and ask redundant questions. It will be allowed. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in during the workday. Thanks, Vass. But again, Moro's bringing up the great point, which is what we talked about, is how quickly will these jumbos sell out? And Texas, by the way, stopped his rip because he is now going looking for his code.
Well, I finished the rip. There was only the
Yes, he finished. He showed his highlights.
Yeah, I know. I have multiple.
Who's not paying attention now?
I have multiple screens.
He was looking up the price guide for your play.
I know. So. I'm just making fun of him.
So I'm wondering if we don't get an email at all, that means you just didn't get it. Or
I'm assuming.
Because one of the things that we have to be clear about with folks is that if you're waiting on an email or a text to notify you about the SCG sale, it is too late. For the history of Bo Battle, every time the text or email list gets notified with the link to the sale, it's over. So you got to be on top of it. I have not been able to figure out. I know there's one member of the community who has been looking for the link. That's one of the things we've done as a trick in the past. You try to change it.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
At 1:13 just now, I got an email.
Of course,
it said, "Thank you for entering the Griffey set jumbo code draw." And it's got the Star City ad today at 2 p.m.
Hold on, wait, before you do that, look at what Moro said.
What Moro said? Wait, I can't see.
It's on the screen.
Emails are out.
It's no. I got a code. Well, that makes my decision
tougher.
2 of the 70 people who got codes are actually watching us live right now. That's awesome. It's the Radish luck.
So anyway, I got an email saying I did not get a code.
Oh, it said you did not.
I did not get a code, but it gives me it tells me the pricing, $4.99 for the hobby.
And does it have the link?
Let me see. It does have a link.
Jen, I have not got anything.
Yeah, and the link is up. The items are not live.
It takes you to a page that shows you both jumbo and hobby?
Yeah, you want us here. Let's share my screen.
Yeah, please do. Oh, you know what you want to share, though?
Got BoBA cards? Don't guess the price. Look up their value now at radishpriceguide.com.
That's right. All right, Tex. Sharing your screen now. Let's see. Add to stage.
There it is. There she blows.
Wow. And can you click on this image and take you to the individual product page?
Oh, hang on. I got another email. And again, no code.
Vast Maximus.
Oh, and I just got a text. And I got a text with no code.
Go check your other 17 emails.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Slappy, you want me to click on one of these, see if it does anything?
Yeah, if you click on the image, does it take you to the individual jumbo or the...
No, it doesn't do
No,
anything.
it's not clickable? Okay.
The notify me, no, nothing.
It's interesting.
Oh, it is. You can click on it. Why
you can click it, but it just says, we will email you when this item is back in stock. That's all it says when you click on it.
It brings you to the page of the jumbo.
Oh, yeah. If you click the link in the email, yes.
No, I mean, if you click the link in the Star City Games, it takes you to the page.
Right.
Max purchased 2 units. Yep.
Can I what?
Can you put the link in the private chat and I'll put it in the main chat? Because you can't put it in the main chat, right?
All you have to do is search BoBA in the.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me
in Star City search, and both of them come up.
I'm trying to make it easy for Jen, I'm trying to make it
Yeah.
easy for our audience.
I'm just typing BoBA in. Okay, just saying.
Well,
Type BoBA.
I know. Don't you love it?
Jen, you checked and you did not get anything?
This is so much easier. Yeah, I checked. I didn't get anything.
Here, I don't know if I can join the chat. Let me see.
What is so much easier?
Huh?
Click the text, not the image. Aha, look who's not a Zoomer now. Let's see. Let me get back to that. They're talking about you, text. They're saying,
yeah, I know. I told you that. Click the text and it brings you to the product page. But
look what Petrarca's saying about you. Definitely not a Zoomer.
I think he was saying that about you from earlier.
All right. Hey guys, did you put it in private chat and I just share that URL? What's that?
Oh, you wanted the URL in the private chat?
This is Slappy White. We've got Tech Super and Gen Con. Yes, and then I'll put it in the chat.
Just so you know, we now have a private chat if you're unaware.
Well, I think people understand that we probably have to have a way to converse that is not out in the public. All right.
Yeah,
so trust this link. It's from Tech Super.
About other people.
Or it could just be about work.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
All right, so there you go.
Say horrible things about other people.
What?
Normally.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it there. All right. All right, we're gonna wrap it up in a second while I go. Well, you didn't get a code this time. Let's see, last member of the family to go. Let's see if they got it. So far, no luck on that. Here's the last one. I can't. Oh man, I am so happy that Pegasus. I can't believe 2 people ended up getting that in our community. Interesting.
Oh,
it did not go to
no code.
Another no code.
Another no code.
Oh, the woes.
Did it just come in, Tex?
It looks like 1:13 was when these all went out, because this one I just came upon was sent 5 minutes ago at 1:13. So it seems like if you were going to get a code, you should have it by now.
I did not. One of my email addresses did not come through yet. Nope. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. Well, so the big question is actually Moro and Pegasus. What are you guys going to do in terms of what are you guys going to go for, and how much are you going to go for? So did they give? Let's see. How many codes went out? Yes, Pegasus. 70 codes went out. So there's less than 50 jumbo, and 70 codes went out. But the key thing to remember is anybody can buy a jumbo. So folks who didn't receive a code can pay the $2,800 price. So you're competing against, first of all, in theory, it's oversubscribed. So if all 70 people saw their email, they saw the code, and they're going to go in, there's 70 people trying to get less than 50 boxes at $1,000 off. But if, say, only 40 people have the codes, you're still competing against everybody who says, I will still pay $2,800 for a jumbo. So what are you going to do, Pegasus? And again, if you go in, you can order a total of 2 jumbos. So are you going to order 2 jumbos and treat it as $500 off each? Or are you just going to do the one? And it sounds like for Pegasus and Moro, they're committed to using the code. So I don't think we'll even ask them. Haha, Moro, I wanted Hobby to go for a hobby for a better shop, but can't pass a jumbo up. I'll tell you what, Moro, maybe I should go for 3. Actually, you know what? I've got 3 hobby here. Let's see. I was going to say with Moro, I can make a deal with him. I've got 3 hobby here. And then maybe what I do is I will give you, Moro, if you can get the jumbo, I'll give you 3 hobby and $1,000 and $1,000, I think. Let me think about that more. I don't even know if you're up to that, but I'm thinking like 1,000 and 3 hobbies.
Wheeling and dealing live on the air here. It's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Oh yeah, Pegasus saying maybe I can use a jumbo as a trade for a Legend Geek. Still not enough.
Ooh.
That jump, it's not going to be enough though. For the Legend Geek, those things are tight. Oh, that's right. And we were going to have, I think it was Pegasus. Was that you asking about Legend Geeks when we were talking with him? All right, well, that's kind of disappointing. I'm glad we could go. Ironically, our live listening numbers are the highest they've been when we actually have the least amount of content, while the three of us are just staring aimlessly at our computers trying to
So
determine
just
if we were
at checking our various email accounts,
our email. Yeah.
hoping and praying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I still have one email. I still have one child who hasn't received their email yet, so we'll see if they were lucky enough to get their code.
Oh boy.
I got 7 cases. Wait, Moro, you have 7 cases of hobby?
What?
Jeepers creepers.
And he wanted to go for more hobby?
Sealed? Sealed or 7 cases?
Jeez,
The heck?
It's good to be the king.
Yeah, Pegasus saying, I have been attempting to gain access to any geek. I do have one offer for a geek around a jumbo pricing. So Pegasus, reach out to me. I can help you with how to use the blockchain to put in an offer. Because your best bet is going to be WETH. For folks who don't know, Geek is a reward program that's separate from Bo Battle Arena. But it's to people who ended up launching Bo Battle, the people who bought into the product first. When Jeff French, Bo Jackson partner, created this game when he was 12 years old, he said, you know what, in 30 years or whatever he is, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it a reality, and Bo's going to be my partner. And so when he went to create this game, he actually offered it to those of us who had been following another project of his. And he said, listen, guys, I had this idea when I was 12 years old. It's going to be great. So the three of us who are on stage, we were part of Bo Battle Arena before it was ever Bo Battle Arena. And I'll never forget Jeff saying, like, at one point, I've never seen Jeff, I've never said this publicly, I've never seen Jeff desperate. And he was almost a little desperate. Like, he didn't need it to fund it, but I think it was desperate. Like, you guys are fading this too much and you don't know how big this is going to be. Jeff's like, please guys, like, you really want to do this. And I remember at the time, like, freaking Tex went all in. He's like, give me 3, Tex. Yeah. Oh, getting back to the other conversation. Tex like, I'll take 3 of these and 3 of these. You took 3 of everything.
6 of those, give me 8 of those.
Because what was it? Was the original alpha, was it boosters, hobbies, and jumbos we could buy, right? I think. And you got 3 of each, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember Tex, like, I'm like, dude, I just spent like 3 or 4 grand on an imaginary product that a 12-year-old dreamt up. And I'm just like, that's about as much as I'm ready to go right now. But Jeff's like,
I had much faith in Frenchie.
Yes. Well, it's the one lesson we all learn. Like, Frenchie is, he still has
Frenchie we trust.
And one day he will disappoint us. But it was literally thousands of dollars into the product before it ever came around. But so the geeks are something for those people who are involved back then. There was something called a geek, and it's a loyalty program. You don't need to have been around since before Bo Battle. Anybody can get a geek. You just need somebody who's willing to sell it. And it's really hard. If you offer enough money, like for instance, Jen and Tex put you on the spot, or Tex, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you're going to sell a Legend Geek, what money, and be realistic, don't say $10,000. Like, how much money would it be for you to sell a Legend Geek?
Jen, you go first.
No, Jen doesn't have any. But
oh, that's right. If I was gonna, I only have one Legend Geek, so I would not sell. But if somebody offered me, what are they going for now? Around $4 grand?
No. They're still selling around 2,000 to 2,500, which is why no sales are happening.
Oh, for a Legend?
People see the recent market sales, and again, I bought one of the last Geek Legends for 1,500 on my WETH offer. But so people see that sale, and then the buyers say, I don't want to spend more than that. But people don't understand how the marketplace works. And I bought it for 1,500 on a WETH offer, meaning there are people who have geeks who don't know anything about Bo Battle Arena. They just have this asset and they just want to sell it because they want to go put it in Bitcoin or something. So they sell it. So the problem we have in the market right now is we have recent sales in the $1,500 to $2,000 range. But the people like us, minimum, I think. Well, how much would you sell it for, Tex?
Well, considering I only have one, I'm not even returning your DM if your first offer isn't $5,000.
Okay, sounds like 5,000's his price, Jed.
No, 5,000 is my starting price.
Come on, I'm telling you, nobody's negotiating right now, so just give the price.
No, I know, but I'm saying
no. If you had an extra one, what would you sell?
No,
What
not
would you
extra.
sell?
No, not an extra.
Oh,
one.
not extra.
The one he has.
Okay.
The one he
Oh,
has.
the one he has.
I'm
Okay.
saying if I only have one,
yeah,
I'm not even considering selling it for less than $5,000.
No, but I'm saying don't say what would you sell it today? Like there are people in the audience. I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know it's less than 10,000. What number? Forget the negotiations. What number between 5 and 10 would you sell your Legend Geek for?
7.
Okay, so there you go. There's an offer right now for $7,000.
7,000.
Which I think is
me, and I'll transfer you the geek.
Wow.
And Tex, you
I would die if someone took him up on that.
And Tex,
Here,
you have an.
Should I put my Venmo in the chat?
Tex, you have an all-star and a hero too, right?
Correct.
And so, what would the all-star? What would you let that go for?
Oh, an all-star, probably 4.
For what?
$4,000.
And a hero, what?
What was the last sale on a hero?
I don't know.
I think on an all-star. What was it? Or I'm sorry, the hero I would want $4,000 or $5,000 for probably.
Okay. And
the all-star, what was the last sale on an all-star?
All-star, I think there was one for 500. I saw it. One sold not that long ago. And
500, at least 1,000.
Around 500.
Give me $1,000.
Wait, and so what would you sell your all-star for?
1,000. Because I'm most like I could get an all-star.
Sorry, Tex. Would you sell your all?
Oh, you're breaking up, Slappy. What happened?
Oh, no. You have not been looking.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
No, you're not looking at anything. OpenSea is shutting everything down with the graphics. But so how much did you say your all-star you would sell it for?
$1,000.
Okay. So when you said, did I hear you correctly where you said I could pick up an all-star easily?
No, not easily, but I'd have a better chance of buying an all-star from somebody than I would a Legend.
No. There's so many people who want these. Like, no, I don't. So the last sale was $451. Like I said, right around $500. Longtime community member Eldon, he sold that a week ago. So that was $500. And then of course, Mockshmoo is that he has been picking up a couple geeks. So he ended up picking up a hero, and that was for $1,100. That was a week ago. He also picked up, he picked up another hero for $1,150. And then before that, he picked up a hero for $900 before that. But I do want to get to just a couple of comments that were in there. Is that we had
Card Shark Sniper.
So hold on. We're going to go down from this. Vast Maximus says, I know BoBA is a hot topic right now, but when is Wonders coverage going to start happening? So Creators the First is going to come back. It's either next week or the week after. Absolutely. The Shattering is an event that takes place March 6th through 8th. That's the other sister project that Jeff French is involved in. So start talking about that then. And we might actually take Radish Break Room, because what we're going to do is main Radish channel is just going to be focused on BoBA. So when Radish Break Room focuses on Wonders of the First, we'll be on the Wonders of the First Radish channel, which we've had for a while. So we will be getting to that. Moro saying, I have issues. So to your point, Jen, he said, I have 7 cases. And you asked if they're sealed. And he said, sealed, I have issues. And yet he was going for the hobby again. So people think I have issues. And then Card Shark Sniper text, I don't know if this is a comment, is you were saying if you want any of Moro's stash, it has to be cash and feet pics. All right. And then Pegasus, what's that? Sorry.
Well, no, go ahead. Keep going. Maybe you just got to it. Yeah.
I was going to say Pegasus said, I am on OpenSea and have some
seen some of your offers outstanding. Have you had success with offers, or do you transfers happen with off-chain offers? No, in fact, so this is my point about having to be, unfortunately, on OpenSea. We're not going to get into it much detail, but yes, these assets are technically on the blockchain. You don't have to worry really about anything to do with the blockchain, but they have to do with the blockchain. Now, there is a BlockPacks marketplace where you can see some Bo Battle product. It's if you go to market.blockpacks.com, BLOKPAX.com, you will see some geeks there. I still keep mine on the blockchain. But for instance, the sale, the last sales I had is that I ended up, let's see, I bought a hero for $481, and that was back on December 19th. And then I also bought a legend for $1,700, and that was back on December 10th. And then I also picked up another hero for $515, and that was on December 6th. And then there's one more. I think there's another legend. They got another legend for $2,000, and that was in the early December as well. So yes, to Pegasus's question, is that the reason why OpenSea works is geeks were a reward system for people involved with Bo Battle before it was Bo Battle. And so some of us are still in the ecosystem, and we're here with Bo Battle and Wonders of the First. There are other people who were involved in the blockchain, and they loved everything that Jeff French was doing there, because he's not a scam artist. He actually is a business person, and there's utility for it. And so these geek assets, some were given away to the early adopters. Some were earned by what you had to do early on. And if you're someone like us, we know the value of these geeks, but there's so many people out there who hold these geeks, and it just sits in a wallet. And when they see an opportunity on an NFT project or the price of Bitcoin and they want to go all in on that, they say, well, where can I scrounge up funds? And then they go over and look, and they say, hey, that guy's offering me $1,700 on this geek. I'll take it. They don't know the access to Bo product. They don't know about these other things. Some of them might, but most of them aren't following it, and they're going to sell it cheaper. They don't know it's better for them to go in the community to make a sale. So 100% Pegasus is that's the way to go. For some of the newer members, I absolutely will get at it. I won't there's somebody in the community who actually came in over me on an offer, and I went on top of him because, I mean, for people like us, it's whatever. What Jen said, you got to step on the small people to get what you want in the world. Isn't that what you said, Jen?
Essentially, yeah.
But
So
I will say,
we know Jen's business philosophy.
For the new people, I've helped buy, I think, like 4 geeks on the blockchain, and I've sent them to the marketplace to new people and help buy them for them. And I would get out of the way for offers for new people for their first geek. So I'd be glad to help. And then I think the one that Tex wanted to get to is Card Shark Sniper says, what is a hero, all-star, and legend? Is this the HTH boxes? Tex?
Oh, you're going to make me do this? No. The hero and legend and all-star geeks are something that came from the very, very early days of Black Packs. And they were essentially membership cards to be able to have access to the products and to the Raz contests and everything. And then when HTH came about, it was a way to buy HTH depending on which geek you held, gave you certain quantities of product you were able to buy at a discounted price. So the more geeks you held, the more you could buy at the better price. And geeks have stuck around as kind of the backbone to all of this. And whenever there's a pre-sale or a sale of any kind, usually geek holders get some sort of, discount or advantage in buying that product.
Pegasus saying, hopping off to refresh my browser for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Thank you for the coverage. Thanks for joining us, Pegasus. One thing, Card Shark Sniper, just to add, because it shouldn't take too long. So there were the first 3 drops that at Block Packs, and if you were a part of that, you were given a Legend Geek. So the very first Legend Geeks were actually, and I mean the companies never sold it; they were given to people. So Jen, you
I assume got that.
Yes.
Originally. And so what happened with the next was the hero. And what they said is they talked about they wanted to have, before they had their own marketplace, they used to trade it on marketplaces like OpenSea, but everybody in the community trusts each other so much, we would never do it on the official marketplace. So we'd just swap it back and forth. The problem is their product never took off because it didn't hit the algorithm of the marketplace, because there were no sales happening. They were, but it was just all trust trades. So what they did is they said, listen, if you make, I can't remember, it was like 30 trades, go ahead and make 30 trades while we're doing these Raz games, and we'll give you a hero. And that's how the hero geeks were given out. They were earned that way by doing so many trades on OpenSea. And then the final one, the most incredible one, and it was a little bit of controversy in the community, was the All-Star hero, and or the All-Star geek. And that was actually a promotion at the National Card Show where you spent $200, you got an All-Star. And by the way, there is a geek dinner. We didn't even talk about this, but every year at the National, there's a geek dinner. It's all you can eat, all you can drink. They give you a bag. Like there's usually shirts, hats. There's, you know, a product. Like this year, I don't know, what do we get, a blast box or whatever we got inside of it. You know, you bring your kids. You can, technically as a geek, you're allowed to bring one guest. They're pretty good about kids. But so that $175 at the National Card Show in 2023, I think, I was trying to convince people. I'm like, listen, it's all you can eat and drink. It's $175. But then Jeff did one better, and he gave them $175 actually in ETH, a cryptocurrency, like in addition to that. So they actually didn't pay anything for it. And there were a couple community members who actually took advantage of it. And that was the controversy, because we were like, whoa, this is for new people trying to get it in, not for us. So that's how those three were given out. During a recent conversation we just had with Jeff French, we asked, because the danger, right, with geeks, and Jen, this is where I told you I was going to excoriate you, and I'm going to do it here. In our end of the year interview with Jeff about geeks,
Lord.
Jeff goes, we're not going to make any more. And Jen goes, I know it. Like, who knows you would ever think you'd make more geeks? That's not you.
Okay, first of all, why are the veins popping out of the side of your neck? Because I did not get that excited.
Yeah. Nobody knows you, Jeff. It's like, okay, number one, the heroes. Oh, the people at the Legends, like, okay, I'm going to create a second set of geeks called the hero. And then when the heroes were done, then it's like any Tom, Dick, or Harry can walk up to the National Card booth for $200 and get a geek. So it was logical to think there could be another expansion. And by the way, I don't think that's a bad thing. If Bo ends up having 1 million people buying Bo Battle Arena, to think you're going to increase this kind of reward society, completely understandable, completely sustainable. So that's why I was thinking it was going to grow that way. So the big concern when new people are thinking about buying a geek, my caution was like, hey, we don't know what the print run is. They could print more. And of course, we all know with scarcity, the more you print, lower the value goes. But Jeff, what did he say, Jen, in that interview where you were the only one left with him when you were bad-mouthing me?
I was not bad-mouthing you.
How could anybody think that? They're just stupid.
No, that is not what I said.
So what
Sounds
did he
exactly
say?
like her.
What did he say?
Right? Good Lord. No, he basically said that he is not, they're not going to generate anymore. And a matter of fact, he went and looked at what was left in the, because I know when we were talking on the show, we were looking at, people were questioning the one wallet that had a bunch of them in that, and whether that was actually the swap wallet or whether it was the team wallet, whatever. And I guess it is the team wallet. And I think Jeff said he was going to go talk and figure out how to get rid of, burn some of them, and actually like close the contract down so they can't make any more. So he's a man of his word.
Finite resource.
Yep.
So, and for folks to understand, like, why are we talking about these geeks? So Block Packs is not Bo Battle Arena. These are two different organizations. But Jeff French is the principal of Block Packs, and he's a co-owner of Bo Battle Arena. So he does get allocation. And one of the things we do, we're the community that helped launch Bo Battle. Like, we essentially were the funding source to help get up. Now, could Jeff have done it without us? 100%. But we just happen to be. And Jeff French is a very loyal person. So one of the things we do is,
and we're awesome people.
Is when you have a geek, So far, it's allowed you access to product like Bo Battle Arena. We were able to pre-buy based on the geeks you had hobby boxes for Griffey. So you get that guaranteed. Now, Jeff also said in that interview is like he'd love to give a guarantee going forward, but he can't do that. So that's the other thing that people, buyer beware with a geek is there's no guarantee of what's going to happen. You just need to know that Jeff French believes that the geek holders are very important people. He's very loyal and appreciative of them. So while the benefits could completely change, it could have nothing to do with Bo Battle going forward. I find that unlikely, but I can just say there will be benefit. But it also goes to show, like, as soon as that happened, Jen, I am shocked that more people haven't talked about it, because not creating any more geeks, and now that they're finite, is that, and now you have the Bo Battle people coming in who just treasure them so much because they see it as the gateway to secure allocation. Is if you thought the geeks were diamond holders before, people who refused to let go, I think these Bo people are probably even stronger diamond holders than the original geeks.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Is there? I wonder if there was ever any thought given to creating a separate geek for Boba.
He wouldn't do that for brand confusion,
Yeah.
That's it. Wait, let me be like Jen. That's stupid. Nobody who knows Jeff would think he'd
Oh my
ever
God.
do that.
Have you ever seen a top loader that has a plastic, like, film cover on it? I've never seen a top loader like that before.
Wait, yeah, hey, text marriage counselor. You like how he diffused that situation with you?
Exactly. Yep. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
I only look stupid.
I only play stupid on TV.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. I pick my spots. You know that, Jen.
Yeah. Something I was actually going to suggest after 1 o'clock. I was going to we should all stay on and see who can get product while we're live. That's what we should almost try. But now that we're 15 minutes away, I mean, crap.
No, because then everyone's gonna get shit because I didn't do it.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be watching us. Everybody's gonna be on there.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna scream at each other.
Hey,
like, I'm just pushing it. It's not a slide.
Yeah. Why is it working?
Hey, guys, please tell me right now: is the Star City game site a slide or a click?
It's a click. It's a click.
I'm not saying.
God.
My cat is
right.
trying to walk.
I like Tex's arrogance. Is that everybody will be watching us and they'll miss that sale because of it. Tex has
no. I said nobody will be watching us. They'll all be on the site.
No, some people. Hey, but again, Tex thinks everybody has $7,000 just to buy all the hobbies and jumbos they can. There are some people watching us who don't have $7,000 to spend on cardboard.
I don't either. I don't. What part about a third mortgage on my house wasn't clear? Card Shark Sniper just commented on my. Yeah, they're very weird. They look cloudy, and then you got to peel that stupid film off. Those tablets, I've never seen that before. That's so weird. Anyway, what are we gonna do? We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go till 2. We're gonna try and buy this stuff live.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
You can. Why don't you start saying your goodbye, Tex?
Goodbye, everybody. This has been another.
Deer headlights.
I don't know what show is this again. It's Bo Breakfast Club.
Oh my gosh!
Bo
literally,
Jackson Battle Arena Breakfast Club.
Literally, it's the song. I don't know what show is this, and you mock us for creating
I do a couple
show.
Shows. Stuff to remember which one.
And the funny thing is, it's not even exaggeration. Like the song literally depicts
the song
us.
is you. Yes.
Yeah,
accurate.
I know. AI, it's got me pegged.
Good Lord.
Jen, it was wonderful seeing you and spending time with
you and I. Tex,
you told me to wrap it up. I'm trying to do my ending. What?
Hey, well, you were giving.
You've already interrupted me. Finish.
Tex, you and I have our Airbnb booked. It's going to be really fun if we do this for the shattering, right? For Wonders of the First.
You interrupted me for that? Yes, we will do this from the shattering. Why don't we just do it from there? I don't have to do it at the Airbnb.
No, we're not going to do this show. I just meant talking about, Vass asked about Wonders. I was just looking forward. That's in a few weeks. We're going to be meeting up. We're going to the Shattering down near BoBA. All right, never mind. Now it's just completely non sequitur, but go ahead.
Bye, Jen. Thanks for showing up. Good luck, Slappy, buying your jumbo or whatever you do. Yeah, we had another fun show. A little off the rails at times, but how much time do we have? Oh, we're down to 13 minutes.
Oh, gotta get
13 minutes
your
and
clicky fingers ready. Make sure you have all your payments updated and everything else is in there.
Remember, Slappy, just keep swiping until it goes through. Jen, what's on your agenda for the rest of the day on this wonderful Wednesday?
I don't know. I have a little more work to do. Then I'm gonna go to the gym.
Oh, get all jacked.
I'm gonna get buff.
Nice. Well, bikini season is right around the corner.
Yeah. In my mind, yeah. Get out of this stupid snow. God.
How much snow did you get? You couldn't have got much, did you?
Like 10 inches.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we can't handle 10. We can't handle 10. 10's a little much for us down here.
Yeah, you people don't know what you're doing with 10 inches. No.
All right. Before we start talking about our health, I'll cut it off there. We talked about the weather. Let's talk about our health. All right. Tech Super, Gen Con, and I am Slappy White.
Bye. Good luck, everybody. Save a jumbo for me.
Lights come up, countdown rolling on the screen. Jen's got notes stacked up, color coded clean. She's early, she's ready, coffee in her hand. Knows the rundown, knows the plan. Text rolls in like, wait, what day is this? Scrolling through his phone like he missed the memo list. Is this Radish break, or was it after dark? Someone check the clock, somebody spark. Slappy backstage like I'm so sorry again. Mic check, tech check, here we go my friends. Jen just laughs, says we're fine, let's ride. Tech sex, are we live? Right on time. Radish break, roll. What time is it today? Text says to Jen says you're not right. Slappy saying sorry like it's part of the show. Break room, let the chaos flow. Break room, yeah, we're back again. Perfect plans, neat mayhem with your friends. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how. If we're live, we're doing it now. Jen's got tabs open, research unlocked. She's 10 steps ahead, always beats the clock. Breaking down the news like it's second nature.
Oh! What the fuck?
What?
Are you kidding me?
Talking about
No way.
someone help.
What?
Wait, who's Slappy shakes his head. Already timing.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are we? Hold it up again.
Let's go, baby.
Hold it up. Let's see it. Kill this fucking music.
I know. What the hell?
Radish break.
Kill the music. Kill the music.
Texas funny Jen's like no be saying sorry, crowd start.
Bernie Williams. That's insane.
God.
Oh my God. Hang on. Hold it up again. Hold it up.
We're taking the stage. Break room magic chaos by design. Jen with the receipts, always on cue. Text like, wait, was that me or you?
Hey, hang on. Hold it up.
Happy in the middle.
Happy ending
trying to
indeed.
Keep the pieces sorry.
Kill the music. Jesus.
No, we're going.
God almighty.
We're going.
Are we off the air? What's happening? Oh my God.
Doesn't matter how it starts, it's how we win.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Radish break roll. Everybody move. Sitting hot face with that sin pop groove. Prepared, unprepared. Somehow it works. That's the break room vibe. Yeah, that's the Radish break room. Hands to the sky. If Tex knows the time, it's probably a lie. Slappy saying sorry, Jen saying yeah, forget it. I wouldn't change it with your cup.
It's been posted in the Discord. Everybody knows now. That's amazing. Snappy